My whole life, I always knew I was special. Even with no remainders, I could always move a decimal. Money on my mind while the girls that made un beso. Hustlers in my blood and it's running through my vessels. Just trying to clear the threshold, just trying to make a way. In my race against time, I could see an early grave. School to prison pipeline, 12 years a slave. Suspension and detention is conditioned for a cage.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros. Oh, man. Jared Big Baby Anderson injured in sparring, so he has to pull out of his fight with Christian Hammer. Let's take a look at an article explaining. So here's an article from Mail Online. States Jared Anderson pulls out of his clash with Christian Hammer on the Tyson Fury vs. Dillian White undercard after suffering an injury in training, as the Gypsy King sparring partner admits he has paid the price for rushing his camp. So let's get down into. All right, so it says Anderson revealed the news on Instagram and admitted he has paid the price for rushing his training camp in the lead up to his encounter with Hammer. And this is what Big Baby Anderson wrote. To all my fans and supporters, I would like to personally apologize because I will no longer be able to fight on the Fury vs. White undercard due to injury, he wrote. I rushed this camp and now I have to go into hiding. I will be back 10 times stronger. Yours truly, the real Big Baby Anderson. So I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Jinx, the man who was Jinx heavyweights for the last 10 years. And as soon as he starts speaking great about Big Baby Anderson gets injured in sparring, loses his opportunity to fight at Wembley Stadium in front of 90,000 screaming fans. Conspiracy G, what's your reaction to this news?
First and foremost, heal up, young man. It's okay. It's okay. Minor setback. This means nothing. I mean, all you gotta do is just recover. You gotta understand this. Come on, man. Let's be real. This kid does like 3 to 4 fights a year. You know what I mean? So as a heavyweight, of course, that plays a major toll on the body. And not to mention, he's sparring with Tyson Fury. So you know he's getting that work. Maybe he's just doing too much. You know what I mean? He just got no word.
Which Dr. G, a.k.a. G the Jinx.
You know what I mean?
Salute to my man Yellow Claws.
Shout out to you, Yellow Claws. You funny with
Yellow Claws.
You know what I mean? But nah, man, I just think, this could be a blessing in disguise for the young man. Maybe sometimes you just need that minor setback to get your health back in order. So, this could be a good thing for the gentleman. You know what I mean? So I'm not necessarily mad at this. It's cool. Take a couple of months off just to recover. I don't know to the degree of his injury or injuries, but, it doesn't mean nothing, man. He's still the future of heavyweight boxing. Not just for the U.S., but for the world. Have faith.
Have faith. All right. Chill dollar bill.
Yo, I kind of feel bad, man, because when I first heard the announcement, I was like, he should try to get on that undercard, right? Then I went to go start watching the kid and looking at his Instagram and all that, watching his videos on YouTube, and I noticed something. That y'all are absolutely right. He's doing too much. Gee, this kid has transformed. Not only is he sparring crazy and working with Tyson Fury, he's hitting the gym like a maniac. I thought he was going to end up tearing something in the gym. The kid has just transformed his body. He's walking around here with an 8-pack and stuff. You know what I'm saying? How many heavyweights you seeing with, like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, there's only the guy across the pond looking like that.
You on that AJ Meal plan. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, yo, this is a whole new person. I thought he was doing too much. I'm surprised he didn't tear something, you know what I'm saying? And but yeah, I can see it. I believe him. Because I was saying, dang, this kid's doing a lot. He really is. maybe he's doing too much, you know. Maybe you know how you are when you're young, you know what I'm saying? You feel like you can just do whatever, do it all, you know, and sometimes people gotta tell you how to rest. You know, and I'm like that too. I'm stubborn. You know what I'm saying? Kaden will tell you, he had to tell me to sit down, bro. You gotta rest. You gotta, you know, because I'll keep going and going and going, you know, till I can't go, until I'm broken down or something. And that's what happened. And that's what happened to the young man, I think. He needed somebody in there to tell him to rest. Rest. Rest is the most important thing you possibly can do with your body, especially when you're working out as hard as that young man was. That man was, and he was working out. He just didn't take the proper time to rest. And so I believe him. I don't think he's trying to get out of nothing. I think he's probably even devastated that he can't fight. I think this is probably hurting him right now more than anything. You know how your parents said, this is going to hurt me more than it hurts you. You know what I'm saying? I think this is hurting this young man bad that he can't go out here and show out under these big lights, under this big fight.
You know what, matter of fact, I blame Tyson Fury for this. Because Tyson Fury probably had this doing a training camp, throwing them Dillian White hooks. He's like, you keep throwing them hooks, and I'm going to counter and punch you in your face. He couldn't take too many of those, man. I mean, it ain't Jared's fault, man. It's all good, bro. We got your back.
Ned the TBE.
I hear what y'all saying. Y'all sound logic and reasonable, and y'all making sense. But I blame G, man. It's G's fault.
Now you reasonable, Ned. There we go, Ned. Let's go, Ned.
Like,
let's go, Ned.
G, how many times we gotta say, yo, when you pick a fighter that deemed to lose, man, and you curse this man's career now. He's the future of boxing. He should have been the future of boxing. And G, what have you done to this man's career? Jared Big Baby Anderson, if I was you, I would burn this would I burn a hate for G now, because G cursed your career.
Hate for G, that's too strong, man.
I know that's too strong, but yo, I wish you well. Get well soon, and hopefully you bounce back after this. But I don't know. Every time I haven't seen a fighter bounce back after G curse.
Yeah, it sounded like AJ talking about Dillian White. You know what I'm saying?
I know. That was like AJ Dillian, man.
Wow, man. It is a strong word.
I will pick up where Ned left off by saying, I blame G. No, I really blame G. No, walk with me. Walk with me. When Tyson Fury was preparing for his fight with Deontay Wilder, he was sparring F.A. Ajapa and he was sparring Big Baby Anderson. And reports were coming out from like Michael Hunter and numerous people that Fury was getting beat up in sparring. Remember? Oh, Fury's getting beat up in sparring. And G came in here puffing his chest like, Wilder's going to beat him. He's already getting beat up by Big Baby Anderson. Yo, he getting that work in sparring, blah, blah, blah. So this time, because you know, I got a little birdie told me that Fury watches us. So Fury had to watch G talk all that mess about him getting beat up in sparring. So you know how Fury is. Fury got a little petty in him too. Fury said, oh, no, I want Anderson. Bring him back over here. Send him to the UK. And Fury put that work on him. And Fury said, yeah, you ain't ready yet. You nice little prospect, but you ain't ready yet. So, G, all the stuff you were saying that Big Baby Anderson was doing to Tyson Fury before his fight with Wilder, guess what? Guess what? Right? Fury still had his fight with Wilder, and he still won. Fury took your boy, Big Baby Anderson, off the biggest card he was ever going to be on, whooping him in sparring. All because of you. All because of your big mouth. You ruined another heavyweight prospect. Gee, just stop it, man.
Have faith. Have faith.
So, I'm just saying.
Hey, Big Baby Pimpin', don't listen to these fools. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. It's all about me and you, bro. We connected. You gonna be the heavyweight champion of the world. Don't listen.
Oh, he done hit it down. Oh, God.
I promise you.
Oh, just when I thought it couldn't get any worse. G Delta, future heavyweight champion. Yo.
Just when you thought you couldn't get worse, G double down on the curse.
Yo, that's stupid, yo.
Oh man, this is
all right. Look, in all seriousness, man, injuries happen. I think he did a smart thing. If you're injured and you know you're not going to go into the fight 100%, just take a break, rest, recover, because you go in that ring, you may think you're going to beat him. It is Christian Hammer. He's not really Christian Hammer is known for losing. So like anyone thinking he pulled out of the fight because he's afraid of Christian Hammer, stop joking. Those are jokes, right? Nah, if you're not 100%, pull out the fight and recover, because what would be worse is you going in there not being yourself and not being able to perform and having even a close fight with Christian Hammer, because then everyone's going to look at you like, oh man, that American bloke isn't as good as everyone says that he is. So he did the right thing. But G, stop pissing off Fury. You keep pissing off Fury, man, you're going to have no fighters left. That's all I'm going to say to you, G.
He Trill's praying right now. He's praying for my man Big Baby's recovery. You feel me? We got your back, bruh. We got your back.
Please like and subscribe. Let us know how you feel on Instagram. Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros.